Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ride Lance. And today, we're taking it easy. It's still in the 90s. This past week has been hundreds, 100 plus, for actually like the last 2 weeks. Today, it's only supposed to get up to, I think, 93. But still got to take it easy. But anyways, we're going to talk about a few things today. We're going to talk about Rad. And is it the end of the line for the Rad Rover 6 Plus? I'm also going to talk about what I'm riding today, which is the Engwe Engine Pro 2.0. Now you might be asking, well, if you're going to talk about Rad, why are you riding the Engwe? Well, to be honest, I might have this sold. I was wanting to, in the beginning, I wanted to keep it. There's nothing wrong with this bike whatsoever. It is a fantastic bike. It's great. It got a great build quality. It's got the strongest motor out of all the bikes I have. This thing will take you up a hill. On throttle only, extremely steep hills. This bike is a climber. And like I said, the build quality on this is just, it's really outstanding. I can't complain about it. I love just sitting there looking at it. But there is something about it that I don't like. Personally, it doesn't affect the performance of this, and for a lot of you, it may not be anything that you worried about. But for me, I don't like the handlebar setup. I like the more traditional handlebars, almost look like BMX bars, but not so high. I'm not that fond of this setup here, because I'll show you a little while when I get off. But I think it's more of a visual for me. It just seems like it's a pole with a bar going across, like a big T. And for me, I just don't like that. But like I said, it does not affect the performance of this whatsoever. A lot of people like that, and that's fine. It's just a personal preference for me. But everything else about this bike, I cannot complain at all. This big old 52 20 amp hour battery will keep you going all day long. The seat, don't have to change it at all. It is a nice comfort seat, straight from the factory. Comes with the bike. And of course, it's full suspension. Can't go wrong with that. Smooths everything out. And the torque sensor on this is just freaking outstanding. Now, pedaling, you can get this thing up to 28 miles an hour. 20 miles an hour on throttle only. Now, there's some that say they know how to unlock it. I haven't figured it out, but it's okay. I don't really need to be doing 28 miles an hour on throttle only. I know some people do because they commute. And actually, this would make a great commuter. Besides it being a folding 20-inch wheel bike, this makes a great commuter. I mean, you got this big old battery. I don't think you're gonna need to worry about a charge unless you're riding 30 miles one way to work. If that's the case, just throw that charger in your backpack, charge it at work. But like I said, everything else about this bike, it's design, the finish, the paint finish. It's got metal fenders. It's just a really nice sculpted bike. Ooh, it is hot out here. I'm surprised there's this many people at the park. You guys will probably recognize this park. I've been here a few times, made a few videos here. We'll get up here. Looks like someone's having a birthday. I'm not going to ride by interfering with that, talking and stuff. Looks like they're having a great time. I'll take this little trail right here, hang off to the right, go beneath these trees. But like I was saying, this is a great bike for a lot of people. If you're looking for the 20-inch wheel size, and folding is just a bonus. To me, it doesn't matter. I got a bike rack, so it's just as easy for me to throw it on a bike rack. But if you're looking for the 20-inch wheel, folding, 52-volt battery, 20 amps, full suspension. I mean, there's not a lot of offerings out there like that. I know Magicycle has the what is it, the Deer 20 or the Deer Mini, that's full suspension. I think they have a 52-volt battery too, but I don't think it folds. But that's actually got the handlebar setup that I like. It doesn't have this big pole sticking up and then handlebars like that. And even that comes in a variety of flavors. You just have the Ocelot Pro, and now the Ocelot Pro, I think it's 2.0 with the torque sensor. That's switchable, so you don't have to have a torque sensor, you can have a cadence sensor. And it's switching on the fly, so that's pretty cool. It's amazing, you know, the technology they're starting to build in these bikes. It's also a bit worrying. Because, you know, they say too much technology, and you really need to be an expert. At troubleshooting and servicing it. So there may be a point where there's just too much technology. But anyways, it's pretty interesting to see what they're coming up with these days. So I will have if you're interested in this bike, I will have a link to a discount code that you can use. Because I think this bike is it's like $12.99 or $13.99, so it's already cheap. Or I shouldn't say cheap, because for some people I know that's still a big chunk of money. It is for me. But use that discount code, you get some bucks off that if you're interested in it. And it's good for pretty much any Engwe bike. If you're looking for something else that Engwe has. But let me find a place to pull over real quick, and I'll show you what I mean about the handlebars. Remember, like I said, it doesn't affect the riding of it. It's just me, it's just more of the cosmetic look. Ooh, there's some nice places in shade right over there. Like there was a party here earlier and they're cleaning up. But, let me get out of their way so I'm not in their way. See a nice shady spot right here. Okay, so what I mean by the handlebars is this right here. I don't like how that just comes up as one bar and is then basically a T. I rather have this come up higher, and you have, or this right here come up higher, and you have a regular like handlebar connection with a clamp, and this way you could also change the handlebars if you wanted to. I mean, I could on here, but these are pretty thin bars. And this does telescope up. It does go up higher. I think I have it down in the lowest position right now, maybe up a little higher. But that's what I mean. But the rest of the bike, I mean, look at it. It's just an outstanding looking bike. And like I said, the construction, the fit and finish on it, and all the components, they work really well on it. But let's get back to the ride and talk about Rad. All right, let's talk about the Rad Rover 6 Plus and its news. Now, some of you may know, some of you may be on the Rad Power Bikes mailing list. But if you haven't seen it, or if you've seen it, Rad has decided to retire the Rad Rover 6 Plus. Wait for it. High step only. That's right. The legendary Rad Rover 6 Plus high step is being retired. Hey, bunny. But they're keeping the step through because that is the more popular model. That's why you've seen them discount the high step so much. Originally it started out at, I think it was $2,099. Then it just started slowly creeping down. I got mine for $15.99 with a couple of discounts. But now you can get it while there's still some in stock for $1,099. And the step through is, I believe it's $15.99. Now I kind of knew this was going to happen. I had a feeling when the Radster trails came out that either one or both of the Rad Rovers would go away. But I am glad they're keeping the Rad Rover step through because, like I said, that is the most popular model and it is a legendary bike. It is one of the ones that helped pioneer the fat tire cruisers. And it's still an awesome bike. You know, my wife has it, you know, and I have the step through, and there's still not one complaint I can really complain about it. It's a quiet bike. It's a very high quality, well-built bike. It just works. Everything works seamlessly with each other. So I am glad they're keeping the step through because I know that's what most people like. That's what I see mostly on trails when I come across another Rad Rover is the step through. The other kind of clue that told me it would be going away is when they offered a new color, that green color for the step through, and they didn't for the high step. I kind of saw the writing on the wall on that, but now it's confirmed. I got the email about 2 days ago that they're retiring the Rad Rover 6 Plus high step. So if you want one, and you want one for cheap, go there now. I have a link down there that gets you another additional $50 off that to make it even lower. Plus, if you happen to be military, retired, active duty, veteran, you can submit for, I believe it's another additional $100 off. So theoretically, you get that Rad Rover 6 Plus high step for under $1,000. And that is unheard of. The good thing is about them keeping the step through is all the parts are the same. So if you're worried about buying the high step and then, oh my gosh, you know, a year down the road you got to buy a new battery or something, it's still going to be there because they still have the step through, which uses the same components, same battery, same brakes, same everything. But yes, I had a feeling when I saw the Radsters come out that one or both of the Rad Rover 6 Pluses was gonna go away. Because that high step on that Rad Rover 6 Plus is a high step. The only one I have that is a higher step than that is that Hochi Cheetah I have. That one's like, that's a monster bike. I think it's just big. Coming up behind you. Sorry. Hey. Yeah, that's the case right there where, because this has an electronic horn. I'll show you in a second. That if I would have done it behind him, probably would have startled him more than I already did. See, look at it. Yep, he would have thought he was being pulled over by a motorcycle cop. And of course, walking right down the middle, looking at your phone, may not be the thing to do on a multi-use path. All right, well, those are a few things I just wanted to talk about. Try and get out and get some air blowing on me, even though it's hot out. We got a breeze, and riding the bike, it does help cool off a little. But I think we're going to call that a video. So I hope you have a great day, a great week, a great ride, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.